Hey, David, you got two rookie point guards in the top six of your rookie rankings that are up on ESPN right now. One very near and dear to my heart is Ricky Rubio, and then another one who is at the very top of your rookie rankings is Norris Cole. Two very different kind of players, but they impact their teams pretty well so far. Can you just talk about the contrast and what they do well within their respective systems?
Well, I mean, it's on what you guys would love to say, a small sample size. So I don't expect Norris Cole to
Yes.
finish anywhere in the top five or top 10 coaching players on earth. With a great coach and the opportunity to make plays with confidence that because not only are those guys the two best players on the planet from the wing, but they're great teammates and they understand that they need help. They can't take every shot. So I think Norris is just kind of playing as a finisher. Rubio is a much more interesting story. I was one of the idiots who thought that he should have gone top three in the draft when he came out. I say idiot because it looks like we're idiots, but let's see how things pan out over time. I think that Ricky really played for a bad coach in Spain who emphasized the idea of running the team and absolutely got him to never think about scoring. And I think that really has stunted his development, maybe even tragically. We'll find out. I'm encouraged by what I've seen, though, these last couple games. Ricky is the literally the definition of what a point guard should be, which is the guy that makes you better because he gets you the ball in exactly the right position and at the right moment for you to take the best shot that you can take. He reminds me of a player that I coached a little bit coming out of Florida years ago named Nick Calathis, who I thought was right behind Ricky as the two best true lead guards in the draft that year. Nick signed a deal in Greece for $1 million a year for 3 years. They won the EuroLeague championship last year. He was the star of the semifinal game of the Final Four. They also won the Greek championship, of which he was probably the best player on the floor against Olympiacos. And he, when he was at Florida, made players that were not very good look like very good players. He broke the assist record both of his years at Florida. Ricky's the same way. Ricky will get you the ball when no one else could get you that ball. That takes talent. He's a ball mover, which is great, but he's also a guy that can make the key penetrating pass or the key penetrating dribble for the pass to get the assist. And he gets great joy in getting you that ball and getting you that bucket. As he learns to score more himself and make defenders have to guard him more, all sorts of other angles will open up the way Nash's has as he learned to score more. So he's got to learn to do that. And if he doesn't, his ceiling will be much lower. If he can learn to score, if he has a game of 30 points in a game, which he did when he was younger, all of a sudden he's going to see angles that aren't even there now because people have to play him as a scorer and not just a passer.
Yeah, I think that with his ability to out of a pick and roll or pick and pop to find the guy in the weak side corner, and his skip passes are so incredible. When he finds a way to fix his shot, which I want to ask you about here for my last question, it will. I just feel like it'll open everything up with his shooting. His free throw stroke is pretty good. Like he's pretty straight up and down. He's not as bow legged as when he takes a jumper. Is that something that you can, not maybe you specifically, but anybody can easily correct? Like I mean, are his mechanics that poor, or is it just a matter of finding balance in when he rises up?
I wouldn't say anybody, but there are people out there. I don't know that Minnesota employs any of them, but I don't really know their staff all that well, their new staff. But it's a correctable problem that he has. Balance is, of course, the key. It's one of the first things we look at for anyone as a shooter. Confidence is big. He's got it. He's got it. Norris Cole, when he shoots the ball, there's no part of his brain thinking, should I be shooting this? I'm not sure. He's 100% locked in to shoot the ball and to make it. You never shoot the ball because you're open. You shoot it to make it. Ricky probably has some doubt in his mind as Adelman coaches him up on that, and he gets more and more comfortable. That will help, and then just repetition with the proper mechanic over time. We should expect to see a much improved shooter over time. No different than Jason Kidd. Jason Kidd, he's top 5 all time in threes made. When he was in high school, he was the worst shooter on the floor almost every night he played. He was the best player on the floor, but the worst shooter. So there's no reason to think that Rubio can't improve that.
Hey, thanks a lot, Coach Thorpe, for coming on. You can, of course, follow him on Twitter if you don't already. It was awesome having you on. I hope we get to do it again later in the season.
Thanks, Coach.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me, guys.